And we're live. We're alive. And of course, the co hosts are late. And that is not an uncommon thing these days. It's like COVID is like slowing everybody down or something. It's like, kind of in a way it is. So we have a very special guest today. Obviously, she is a Horror Talk regular, but today she is the featured guest. Everyone, give a very special round of applause to Carshenah Jefferson.
Ooh, woo! Hey guys.
So Carshenah, what have you been up to lately? Obviously, you guys are in lockdown in the country, and you have the worst internet on the planet. So, what else is going on?
Ooh, chow. Ooh, chow. This is more than a womp, womp, womp. Unfortunately, my horror talk audience, I do apologize. Our internet service provider updated our internet. By no means through like anything like the city folks have it. In the country, we have SIM cards, and the SIM card got sent out to the wrong address. So we do not have internet for the next couple of days to a week. So I am, by the grace of the internet gods, using our mobile in the country, and Verizon. Do not believe the hype. Do not believe the hype. It does not work out here. So, but it is what it is. So I'm apologizing now.
So you can't get that Verizon iPhone 12 5G service out there?
I do not believe. Oh, look, I can download a movie in 30 seconds.
Hey, Sim.
What's up?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, Sim.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, talking about my troubles.
Oop, I missed that. I come in and like hyper and like smiling and everything, and you said you're talking about your trouble. Is that you depressed? I don't want to see you happy.
she's got bad internet connection, so she's got a little bit of a delay. So
it's always nice seeing you.
Always good to see you guys. Guys, I'm sharing my Halloween special Pez to you to say thank you so much for inviting me back. So one Pez to the other. There you go.
Yes, Halloween Pez. I don't usually do Halloween candy for myself because I can't handle that much sugar without blimping out. But blimping out, turning big like a balloon.
Okay.
Yeah. Getting fat, man.
Got it.
Fucking turning into a fucking whale. You know what I mean?
You don't burn the sugar, you store it. Got it.
Yes, I store it for later. Again, like I'm gonna go through some winter here in California, Fresno, where we don't hardly ever see anything close to snow.
Oh, that's sad. Snow's cool.
Yeah, nah, snow's cold.
Snow is cool.
No, snow is cold.
He's a Canuck. What can we say?
Yeah, we got 4 seasons. Come on.
Yeah, I get 2 seasons and 2 seasons. That's what I get. All right. So, what are we gonna watch tonight, Carshenah? I know you have some new stuff here. So,
one of the things that I did want to discuss real quick is just letting everyone know during this pandemic season, still second, third, and fourth wave. This is my little black book, my little director's book of horror titles, horror concepts, horror directions. And I have just been writing up a storm, so many ideas, so many things going on. I'm even up into this point, I've am working on a new horror that I hopefully will be presenting on Halloween. It's a trailer that we're working on for a movie. It's called Country Road. So hopefully on Halloween, I can present that to the world and see how that looks. So we shall see, but it's called Country Road. So
I suggest you upload it early and then change it to public after you've uploaded it, just because of the internet connection issues.
It's really sad. I just want to go over some of these titles and see how they grab you. Some of them are a work in progress, so working titles. The one that we have on the YouTube channel, because it's brand new, just put it up there not too long ago, but maybe like a month ago. So I'm trying to build it up. But we have Happy Trails on that. That's a horror that's, happy trails to you. If you just think about that, right?
A little was that Roy Robinson? Roy Happy Trails. Damn it. Roy Rogers, right?
Yes. Roy Rogers. Yes. I will not be getting the rights from his estate, but as you can tell, it's expensive to get that. But I've got Dig Deeper. Does any of these titles grab you? Let me know. Dig Deeper. I also have one of my favorites, one of Michael's favorites, Bloody Roller.
Bloody Roller. That's interesting.
Bloody Roller.
That's a cool title. I mean, looking at the Happy Trails, this is for that feature right there, right? The Happy Trails one on your thing. Is that the one you're like talking about naming? So Bloody Roller makes me wonder, like, okay, is that like a roller in a girl's hair, or is this like a steam roller? I'm like wondering what kind of bloody roller are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like there's too many options there. Yeah.
I mean, so far I like
it's a lot of options. Dig Deeper, okay.
So far I like it better because it's subjective. Like it's in the woods, so you're like, what the fuck do they mean? Dig deeper.
Yes. What's going on?
Yeah, is it a treasure?
Dark Tree. Oh, I don't know. You have to see. One is called Liver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liver's all right. Liver's all right, but it needs an adjective to go with it. It needs an adjective.
Yeah. Well, it is funny because like when you go over titles and you go over what's in your mind, you write them down and then you start writing the sequence of what you expect the movie to look like. Then it starts to take on a life of its own because of course you have a title. You're like, ooh, title sounds great. But then it's like the movie's not great. But the title may not be great, but you get used to it when you actually can see it, in action. So
yeah. I mean, Liver, it just opened to too many jokes. Like, what do you call the sequel? Onions?
But it could be someone eating someone's liver. You never know. So you could have some onions in there, some potatoes, some carrots. You never know, right? Some cannibalistic sort of form.
I actually do like liver and onions when it's prepared right. It's actually pretty delicious.
And another one I'm working on is called "Will You Die for Me?"
What's the name of that song? Oh man,
by Garbage. I Will Die for You.
Yeah, that one.
And the other one is "I'll Be There for You" by Bon Jovi. You're looking for?
Is that the one? Yeah, that song. That's not what I was thinking of. But that's okay. Funny. Yeah. So we got Happy Trails. Red Light's the one we've already seen. The Sequential Dreaming trailer. So you just recently uploaded this stuff to Verse Films, though. So this Sequential Dreaming trailer is I don't know. Did we watch that? It doesn't look familiar.
We didn't watch Sequential Dreaming. No, that one was a new one.
And the Dead of Night, that one looks like one we did watch. Yes?
We did. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we got new stuff to watch. That's always fun. So wait, we got Brian sending me a message here. He says, "With you in a sec." Let's give him a time. Ready? 1001. I don't see him. Just saying.
See? Brian's liver. There you go. We could have Brian's liver for tonight. There you go.
Yeah. I actually was messed around with the title once. I thought that was just a little too over the top, called Human Haggis. Yeah.
Well, you could stop at hag. That would have been funny. Human hag.
Yeah.
Then you separate it. Human hag. Us.
Yeah.
Human hag.
She's my favorite haggis.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
All right. I of all of those, I still kind of like Happy Trails the best, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, out of all the ones.
That one and Dig Deeper.
Yeah. Happy Trails kind of like knowing that
They're
it's
subjective.
A horror,
yeah, it's subjective.
Knowing that it's a horror film and it's Happy Trails, which kind of has that feeling, kind of takes it to that psycho place, like you got in Clockwork Orange. You know what I mean? When he was all like singing in the rain, boom, just sing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. So yeah, I like it.
That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. Yep.
I would expect, it to be a little obscure. You guys being out in the woods, you know what I mean? It's just, in the country, all by yourselves, you and the goats.
There will be sacrifices. Yes, there will be blood.
That's funny. All right, so I need to start this promotion so that people actually know that we're broadcasting. I always forget to do that when I don't have Brian talking for me.
Not co-hosting, talking for me. And you wonder why he doesn't show up.
Yeah, give him a lot of shit. No, seriously. Brian knows. He is the heart and soul of the Horror Talk show. He is definitely the background information. This show is not the same without him on it. So, but at the same time,
he's a little precious.
He's our precious.
He's our precious.
But
probably going, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
He's probably watching right now, deciding whether he's gonna come on or not. It's like, fuck these guys. Fuck them assholes.
And she doesn't have internet. Forget this.
I'm getting a low pixel. Khadijah. No.
That's funny.
I always say Khadijah. It's Carshenah. Fuck. I mixed you up with
That's
one
okay,
of my friend's
Khadijah.
sisters.
I love that show, though.
That's the name of one of my friend's sister. That's why I keep missing it up.
No, Khadijah. That was what? That wasn't. What? It was the one with the roommates, right? Yeah, it was the three girls that lived in the apartment together, right? What was the name of that?
That's Living Single.
I know Tree's Company.
Yeah. All right, those were here he is.
What's that?
That was a long second, man.
I've been known for my shitty timing. What's up, Carshenah? What's up, Simon? Take your shirt off.
What's up? No.
What's up, True?
What's
it's
up,
getting
man?
cold here. What the hell?
Yeah, is there snow there yet?
No, but we turned the heater on.
I almost turned the heater on today, dude. It was 59 this morning. I was all like, oh.
They're saying we might have snow, a little bit of snow, like little flakes of snow on Wednesday.
Well, you're all the way up in Kanakistan. I mean, I'm not that far. I'm in New York, and it's chilly. It's
getting chilly. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Are you roasting chestnuts?
Oh, on an open. I don't have an open fire. If I had an open fire, maybe I'd be roasting some chestnuts, but no, sorry. I mean, I'd like to be roasting chestnuts, but it's also too soon to be out roasting chestnuts. It's how many days do we have till to Halloween?
5.
3.
Five more days to Halloween. 5 more days to Halloween. So I got to start decorating, man. I'm busting out all my toys.
Oh.
Got to get this place. I don't know if you folks ever saw this. This is the very first officially licensed.
Let's solo this here.
Likeness of
Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi in a toy.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah. The thing is, of course, the shit's always worth more if you keep it in the box. But do you really want to keep this in the box now? You want it's hanging out on your desk. So Bella's going to be hanging out on my desk. And oh man, it got busted out my old silent screamers. They made toys on based on the old German expressionist horror movies like Nosferatu and the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Wow, that is cool.
Yeah, isn't that neat? I don't know.
I'm jealous, dude. Stop.
I got cartons and cartons of the stuff. Man.
I know you do, man. I got a very limited nerd collection, and every single one of them was a gift. I've bought very few things for myself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good these days. Like, I follow a very strict rule, which is I won't buy it unless I absolutely have to have it. If I, it's like something like this, for instance, would come out. I'm like, fuck, gotta have it. See,
I just tell myself no because I don't. You know what I mean?
That's what happened to me when I saw those new McFarlane Warhammer 40K thing.
Ooh, I haven't seen those. What are those
like? They just released them on Amazon. They're coming out on the 30th. You can pre-buy them. They have these. They have the Space Marine in gray, ready to be painted. They have one of the Necrons in color, and they have one Space Marine, but ultramarine, right?
Is that the Sinbad Cyclops?
Yeah, it's a Sinbad Cyclops. Yeah, it is.
Oh man!
And if you go on Amazon, Amazon, I mean Walmart, you get 3 different models. You get a battle assist or a battle.
No shit.
Yeah, check them out.
That's pretty cool.
They're like 15, 20 bucks.
That's cool. That's so cool. But Brian, can you repeat?
Does it make the sound? Does it make the sound?
No, I'm making that sound. You know that walk that he does? Dun, dun, dun. And what I love is that there are 2 Cyclopses in Golden and Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, and what Ray did was he just swapped the heads. So it's just like, well, which head are you going to use? Well, you can choose because they give you the other Cyclops head.
Oh, sweet! And the mouth opens. Yep.
And the mouth opens.
I thought it made a sound.
You know what? You need to like learn.
Final.
You need to learn how to do like stop motion photography, so you can just make your own little horror shorts with your toys.
Way too time consuming. I used to do that shit when I was a kid, man. And you also want something with better articulation than this. like King Kong. I don't know if you've seen him lately, but his skeleton still exists. And obviously, you wish you had like the perfectly preserved Kong, right, with the rabbit fur and everything. But the skeleton exists, and of course, it's designed so that you can just everything's articulated. Toys, of course, aren't always about articulation. Ooh, except this one. Be jealous, Carshenah. Be jealous.
Oh, Captain Kronos.
Yeah,
Kronos.
One of 50. Yeah, some really talented soul on.
Never watched that.
Oh, you've never seen it? It's on Amazon Prime right now.
Oh yeah.
My favorite Hammer movie. Personally.
Yeah, there's actually I actually had to I broke down and had to get Amazon Prime so I could watch The Boys. And there's a lot of stuff on there, man.
Yeah.
I was surprised by some of the old school, never before seen horror stuff that's in there.
They have the biggest collection of classic movies.
Yeah, I'm thinking after seeing Amazon Prime, I'm thinking that I'm gonna just cancel cable TV, just go straight to internet only, and just watch only movies and stuff.
You still have cable?
Yeah, dude, I've had cable forever, man.
I know, I did too, but yeah, no, it's interesting because now it's all becoming a la carte, right? So
no, cable's annoying now because I don't have I never upgraded to the speak into it and look at stuff. So I still have like the time schedule, what you can watch, and I can do on demand stuff, but the time schedule bit, there's never anything good on. You know what I mean? And I don't like to sit and call out a movie. You know what I mean? That and then let it roll, and then when it's over, I got to call out another movie. I really like when they have like themes or marathons, and then they just don't do that kind of shit anymore like they used
No,
to.
they
I mean,
don't.
HBO used to be awesome. You could turn HBO on all day long, and it'd be good movie after good movie after good movie after good movie after good movie.
At
Now,
night, lots of trash, but good trash.
yeah,
Well,
I mean,
it's not available in Canada. Damn it.
well,
What isn't?
I'm on Amazon Prime and it's not there, Captain Kronos.
Oh,
Aw.
damn. Well,
Yeah, they
you
do
can-
stupid
Do
shit
you have
like
a
that.
VPN? Do you have a VPN?
No, but I'm gonna have to get one.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
yeah, yeah. Well, or wait till you get to real America.
Yeah.
Psych. Hey man, can't snap on the on Canuckistan because my goodness, man, they gave us David Cronenberg. So big ups to you Canucks.
Yep.
And here I got, of course, the lovely bride, the Bride of Frankenstein.
That's cool.
Elsa Lanchester. My girl, Elsa Lanchester. You know what's amazing is that she's only on screen in that movie for maybe about a minute, 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. And yet she left such a indelible impression that, that's one of the immortal monsters.
That's like all I remember of the movie is her part on it. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, and then a few scenes where they're talking about a preliminary crap. But yeah, that's pretty much all I remember of the movie.
Really?
I haven't seen it in a long time, and my head is filled with too much stuff.
Oh, you have to watch it at least once a year. At least I always do. It's like I don't know, if I don't watch it at least once a year, it's like I can't sleep, I can't eat, I just you know what I'm saying? It's like it's probably my favorite movie actually. I would have to say. Yeah. I would have to say it's one of those, because like a friend of mine who's like a millennial, I was telling him because he's like a real serious horror fan, and I'm like, dude, you've never seen The Bride of Frankenstein, you need to check it out.
Are you checking the private chat? I'm sorry, Brian.
No, it's all right, brother.
Let's see here what happened.
Carshenah is really having bad issue with her internet. That's why she can't really talk. She's hearing robots right now.
That's
so that's that. I just wanted everybody to know that's why she's off screen right now and not commenting much.
Gotcha.
To bring your attention to it.
Gotcha. We love you, Carshenah.
Well, you're always welcome back on, and
always,
I mean, we send you a link all the time anyway. Horror Talk is you're like a regular on the show, and it would, I mean, if you need to go, we totally understand. We'll just talk Halloween toys and shit.
So I'll just be a little bit of shirt or show.
I'm just taking a little peek up her skirt.
Oh, you perv.
It was smoking hot, man.
Okay. Was it before or after the Barbie operation on toys? Okay, after.
I mean, she's all bandaged, remember? She's all wrapped in in bandages, so no knickers, unfortunately. No bloomers or anything like that. And a lot of people miss this, but Elsa Lanchester doesn't just play the bride in that. She also plays Mary Shelley in the film's opening. And the total non sequitur. I always wish that they had made released an action figure of Elsa Lanchester as Mary Shelley. That would be pretty badass. But little bit of trivia. James Whale, who was very flamboyantly gay in Hollywood when it was not easy to be flamboyantly gay in Hollywood. He wanted little moons and stars on Elsa Lanchester's dress when she was playing Mary Shelley. And he was told, like, dude, like, if we do that with the costume, the camera's not going to pick it up. We're not going to see it. Nobody's going to know that it's there. And he said, I'll know that it's there.
Mm.
A true artist, man, a true artist. And, you know, I mean, not just Frankenstein, which was a total game changer, the first American horror film that took inspiration from the Germanist expressionist horror films, but also, you know, Bride of Frankenstein is crowning achievement, but also a lot of people forget The Invisible Man, which is an incredible movie. If you haven't seen that recently with Claude Rains, it's freaking brilliant.
The Invisible Man with Claude Rains. That's actually my favorite one of them. Yeah,
it's full of humor, right? But at the same time, it's genuinely scary. It's it's just like the Invisible Man, and that's really menacing. And oh god, it's one of those films that just holds up really just beautifully, I think.
Yeah, well, he gets really crazy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he goes knocking futs. You know, right. I mean, you feel bad for him because, you know, he's like murdering people, but he's not in his right state of mind. Because of course, it being a H.G. Wells story, not only does he just make himself invisible, it turns out that process drives you insane, which is one of the reasons why I always think that H.G. Wells, who I've always remembered as a science fiction writer, at his heart, at his core, was a horror guy. Because every one of his major stories and every one of his novels really have like a strong horror element to them. Oh, and she comes with an extra head. See that when her eyes are revealed?
Huh.
When Frankenstein removes the bandages from her eyes and she's alive.
Oh, good. That's okay. I get it.
So you can just switch the hair on her or something?
Well,
she's bandaged up in that head.
Okay.
Right. So you can. Sorry about this, Elsa. You can yank her head off.
Take off her dress.
Take off her dress. I'm getting a boner.
Okay, we're just gonna solo on Brian playing with all.
And
you can keep your head on.
And there she is when she's laying on the table. This needs a little play set with it.
Now, is it true that the "It's alive" is from that movie, right? That's the one that it's from?
No, it's from Frankenstein. It's from the first one. And there's one line that was cut out that's been restored. I'm sorry, go ahead.
There is a specific like memory of me of a iconic line from that one that was similar to that. So what am I thinking of before I have to look it up and drive myself nuts?
Well, it was already such a famous line that when Bride of Frankenstein was made, they kind of changed up with "She's alive, she's alive."
Okay, so they did "She's alive," and I got you. So
yeah.
So and I'm thinking like the cut from Weird Science. So
of course,
well, that's not cool. When it was Frankenstein, it was "It's alive."
Alive. Oh God! Now I know what it feels like. That was the line that was removed.
Yeah.
And recently restored. Most people don't know it, but when you're watching like the 1934 Frankenstein, you're watching the restored version. You're not watching the version that was in theaters. You're not watching the version that was shown on TV. And I mean, not that that's
stop at "It's alive."
Yeah. Well, I mean,
nothing wrong with our goats. He's dead.
We got Lothar, if you're still here, brother. Hey, what's up, man? And then we got Dom from HT. Let's see. We got VIP hanging in there.
Well, hello.
What's up? What's up, people?
VIP.
Oh, by the way, I got good news. I passed the 5K today. Woohoo!
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Sweet.
Booyah!
And we got
Booyah!
what 7 hours to go on the funding. Not bad.
Oh, I mean,
I'm happy.
you're going into demand, right?
Yeah. But I'll be printing in like probably the second week in November.
Excellent.
So technically, after that, the stretch goals are closed because as soon as I'm printing, I'm closing the stretch goals, right?
Oh shit!
There's
Folks.
there's no point unlocking stretch goals for that my previous backers won't have.
Right.
Right.
No,
Right.
that
Mhm.
is definitely a that's something that I will be doing whenever I go to print. That's when the stretch goals stop. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I go to print, the stretch goal will stop like that. Everybody gets the stuff, and what's on lock stays. That's why I would like to at least unlock all the stickers before I go printing, because I would love to be put all 6 stickers in that little bag and board with the comic.
Oh yeah. Well, nowadays it's funny because if I get a comic in the mail and it doesn't have like some extra shit in there, like cards or a bookmark or a sticker or something, I'm like, what the fuck? Is there supposed to be something else in there?
Well, some campaigns don't make stretch goals. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I've only made the first stretch goal. I'm still pushing up on the second. You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do? You know?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying it's like you. That's like that's how I get spoiled. That's how
Mhm.
it's and that's one of the things that's fun about
It's
being
a nice
part of this
incentive.
community.
Yeah.
It is, and also it like makes you then have to step your game up. And as we all step our games up, who benefits from that? The backers.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing.
And it's a nice incentive to try and keep people promoting and pushing, because it makes it more bang for your buck down the road.
Absolutely.
Like that $25 the book comes easily like not as much when you're getting like, well, here's some stickers, here's some
Exactly.
trading cards, here's some
Right.
prints, here's some.
Yeah. And also it's just like I always say,
And it's like a promoter's pack, director's pack or something like that. Like
yeah.
you're part of the movie. Here's their special presentation. There you go. You're an investor. Here's your special pack just for you.
Right. You're drawn into the comic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, that's one of the things that I've been thinking about doing. But I mean, I've been trying to think of new kinds of stretch goals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about doing like a swag bag. You know what I mean? Where
Yep.
it's just like, you know what I mean? Where it's just like a little mix of things.
Those work great for Mike Murphy. Yeah.
Yeah. The challenge being is that the expense of that kind of stuff to create, you know what I mean? For a lot of that is unreasonable unless I can get more backers. You know what I mean? Because like right now, my backer count is actually pretty respectable, but a lot of them have gone with the smaller tiers. You know what I mean? So
money's tight right now for a lot of folks.
Mhm.
We all hope that that the economy is going to improve sometime, and then people are going to have more money to spend on comic books. And because I think
the show must go on.
Exactly. Absolutely, man. It's so important for us to.
We never stopped. We never closed.
Right. No pencils down for us, man. I'm busting
Nope.
my ass writing scripts. And Drew, how did the convention go?
It went okay. I would say that if I didn't break even, but I made the money for the table back, just about. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I went through and counted up afterwards, and I think like with I think maybe $5 over the table fee.
That's all right.
So it's kind of like it's like going on a road trip. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
you went on a road trip to promote, and that's it.
Yeah. So that's all right. But I sold like six books and like 3 or 4. I don't know. I haven't counted. I don't want to do it because it's not enough to like really like it was a short con. It was a very, very small and very short con in Roseville, California, and it was I mean, it was cool. I mean, it's like the cons that are on Fresno are bigger than that one. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I think that it's a mix of people like maybe they didn't get the word out enough. You know what I mean? maybe people were like a little like, okay, we're still not going to circulate because of that. It could be that people can't afford it because they know that they're like, they don't know when all this crap's going to end. So they don't want to, go there and buy a ticket and dump a bunch of money, because I tell you, you go to those things, you dump a bunch of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
And then, so there's probably a bunch of reasons why, but I mean, there's a bunch of vendors there. You know what I mean? They were all the tables had to be separated more than I've ever seen a vendor table be separated from another. You know what I mean? It's like they're really far apart.
6 feet?
Actually, they're moving the tables were 10 feet apart, actually, a little bit, maybe in some cases even more. So
damn.
Yeah. And then, and then it was actually absolutely no crowd. And I don't know if that was, maybe there was just limited tickets. I mean, but there was never a crowd. I mean, the only time that any kind of crowd existed is like, they were just groups of people that were walking together, and everybody had masks, and it was, totally cool. And, I was giving away a free t-shirt. So I was taking, email addresses for, entries. So I collected a buttload of email addresses.
There you go. That's awesome.
But but it's nothing like the LA Con is going to be. That's going to be insane. So
when is that?
That's December. So, and I'm a little worried if if LA gets a winter spike, that might end up canceling it. So,
well, here's the thing: the fact that there even was a flesh and blood convention, to me, is I don't know, inspiring. Even if there's like hardly anybody there, the fact that it's
there were people there. There were people there.
Right.
It's just, it's considering, like, I was probably the only indie comic there. You know what I mean? Most people were just like vendors. There were a couple of people that were like on the panel who were, doing autographs kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There was no official panel because they weren't allowed to do one, because for whatever reason, they weren't allowed to do panels. For the like the agreement with the city.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's about, but that's what I remember reading that in their paperwork stuff that they sent, in the email they sent. They had like artists and people who had worked on Spider-Man and Superman and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like any other con. They were there. They just didn't have like a big panel.
Right.
And I'm not even sure if they had like a costume contest, for the because I don't remember hearing anything about it while I was sitting there, because they had a PA and they were saying things over the PA, but I don't remember hearing anything about a costume contest. So I think that it was I think that it was just a little bit like baby steps back to the con world, but it's funny because it's like the people that I've seen at cons before, you know what I mean, we're there. So I saw people that I've already seen at cons. They're like, oh, cons are back. Cons are back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You make con buddies. Yeah. So people that you've had tables next to, because that's the thing I always try to do is make friends with the people that are in the table next to me. First of all, just because it's neighborly, right? So I just always try to be neighborly. Like, I always have like supplies and snacks and shit, and try to hook them up with like a free comic. Hey, if you get hungry, I got like a big old bag of cashews here, and
I got some bananas.
Get some bananas. I'm always like, high in potassium.
You gotta bribe people to take a banana.
Bronson Gorilla is in the house. What's up, Bronson?
Gorilla? With the beta cam. With the beta cam.
Watching munchies on the beta cam.
Do you guys want to see what the Mothman looks like by me?
Sure,
With my own version of it.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm trying to pick up my own little design of it.
When does Shane launch that? Halloween?
Tonight, right there, right now, tonight at 10, we're launching the Mothman.
Shit, right. Yeah.
So I'm trying to give it my own little twist. So.
Where's he at right now? Where's he at right now? Does he want to come on right now, real quick, since we have time? Carshenah dropped out. I mean, Mothman's kind of a little bit of a monster. Yeah.
Let me check.
Definitely.
Okay, let me check if he was still in preparation. Let me check. I'll send him.
Definitely a monster.
Yeah.
Monsters rule. Okay. Oh,
that's another. There? What else you got that you can make me fucking be jealous of, Dick?
This is the Silent Screamers Thomas Edison Frankenstein monster.
Oh, fuck, dude.
And it still has the price tag on it. Got this at Tower Records for $2. Biatch!
When?
I don't know, like 20 years ago, whenever this came out.
Okay, so $2 back then was like $20 now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But yeah, I know these are cool. Although what I should really bust out is Cesare from the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, because that is a really neat little figurine that has the cool like little German expressionist background, or oh yeah. Listen to me, I'm like sound like I'm undressing a woman I've been in love with for like 20 years. Oh yeah, baby. Let's see,
I've been waiting so long.
You start hearing.
Start the Barry White. Start the Barry White in the background.
Like I was like, I've been feeling sad.
Yep. I may have found someone.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
Get it on.
Now. Can't get enough of your love, baby.
There's nothing wrong with me loving you.
Barry White was the shit, man.
I like one of his last album, like the song "Practice What You Preach." Love that one.
Yeah. That's just like, you know, when I'm dating a chick and the Barry White goes on, that's when you know it's sexy time.
Yeah, except "Let's Get It On" is Marvin Gaye, in case anybody's curious.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh, Marvin Gaye also. I mean, come on, man. He's like, you know, if you're gonna be, you know.
Do you remember the snake episode in The Simpsons? They get Barry White to get the control on the snakes.
Yes. Yeah, man.
Because the tone of his voice is so low.
Yeah, Barry, you're probably thinking "Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Baby" with Barry. Yeah, that one.
Yes. Now check this out.
Baby. Oh, yeah. I love that guy.
Can't get enough of your love, baby.
Yeah. What's that?
The modern incarnation of Eros, I would say. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the god of sexuality.
His voice was so deep, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's so many babies that got made to Barry White. It's not funny.
People that literally owe their lives.
Yeah,
literally.
To the silky voice of Barry White.
Now look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's insane.
Isn't that beautiful? Because of course, one of the things that's so incredible about the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari are those insane German expressionist backgrounds. And Caligari, even though it's from like literally it's 101 years old this year. Somehow it still seems modern. Like I have friends that I've shown it to that have never seen it before, like millennials, and they agree with me. They're like, it feels like it was made yesterday. It wasn't just like an important moment in the history of horror cinema. It was an important moment in the history of cinema, like the development of cinema as an art form. There'd never been anything like it before. And then there were
that light post is cool, man. They give you a set also. That's like cool.
Well, yeah, because part of Caligari is all about the sets, you know, those crazy surreal sets, you know, which were designed to make you feel like you were watching a dream. And let's see there. And then, of course, we have Cesare's victim. The chick that he carries around. There's Cesare. There's Elizabeth, I think her name was. And she fits
right in his arms.
Let's see. There we go. Get in there, baby. She fits right in his arms. You can run around with her in his arms. How cool is this, man? I love this thing.
It is cool.
His hands seem large.
Oh yeah. There's something about all of these figures that's exaggerated, right? Which sort of makes a little bit of sense because the German expressionist horror movies are so exaggerated. Oh, actually, Silent Screamers also came out with something else that was really off the hook. Speaking of exaggerated, let's see. Let me get him all set up. Stick the and all of you old goths out there, you might remember this image, or you might remember Cesare from the cover of the Bela Lugosi's Dead single. Bela Lugosi's dead. There we go. This is a finished version, and then of course this goes right next to it. So that's going on my desk. But check this shit out. I got something that's even more off the hook. I just remembered it. Do we have a topic tonight, by the way?
Carshenah was our guest tonight. We were gonna focus on her movies and stuff, but she had a bad internet connection. So the topic is Halloween, this is the last show before Halloween. So
it is.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but setting up my Halloween movie playlist. Watched Psycho 2 yesterday, which is probably the most underrated sequel ever.
Psycho 2 was good, I guess. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, I actually like Psycho, the first one, a lot better than Psycho 2. But the spin at the end threw me the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, hey, what?
Yeah. And it's 100 times better than it has any right to be, and the script is just fucking brilliant. Well, and you have to admire the balls of actually even making a Psycho 2.
Well, no, it actually had a decent budget, and it didn't do bad for Psycho 2, especially what's his face? What's the name of that actor?
Anthony Perkins.
Yeah. The one
Yeah.
he played Lawnmower Man. The whole thing where he was like, with the keys in the room, and he was like the super jerk. It's been a while since I've seen. Now I want to watch it again.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's definitely well worth checking out, and it certainly did well enough to produce a Psycho 3, which also actually isn't bad.
Yeah, but it also had a little crime. The second one also had some good crime drama in it that wasn't really that didn't exist in the first, but should have existed in the first one. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So.
Yeah. It's written by Tom Holland, the guy who did Fright Night, and also directed but didn't write.
Fright Night was good.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant!
Loved it.
Yeah. One of my favorites. The Golem. Notice the size difference here.
From what? Oh,
right. The Golem, in case you folks didn't know, that is a really old German expressionist horror movie. Yep. That's directed written, directed, produced by Paul Wegener, who was the very first horror hero, really, and he also played the monster.
Interesting.
Yes, and you can watch that for free on YouTube. Of course, all the old silent movies; those are all public domain, and you can also watch a version that has a new soundtrack by Frank Black from the Pixies. That's actually,
I wonder. It's like even though they're public domain, if we fucking put them on the show, we seem to get.
Oh yeah. No, we can't
for some reason.
Yeah. We can't play clips. YouTube says 9.
Well, it wouldn't bother me. I mean, I don't mind getting the claim, the copyright claim, because that doesn't hurt the video any. You know what I mean? I give a fuck if they want to run an ad on it. But then when they shut us down in the middle of the stream,
that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I hate. I hate that, because that happens. We'll get we'll get a good stream going with 20 people, and then we'll get killed. And I hate that.
Yeah, no, it's uncool. Hopefully that shit will get better after the election, although I'm not so sure. I kind of think that it's the new normal.
No, it's not. I mean, unless the whole like shutdown approach is the new normal. You know what I mean? Then it will be. Because right now, marketing money is low. You know what I mean? A lot of companies are not spending, because there's just they just know the spend is down, the overall spend factor. That means also the YouTube ads money is down, which means YouTube is when that money returns, they're going to have to spend it, or they have to or they have to pay taxes on it. So they're going to hire people to make sure that the job is done right. So it'll be less automated. And one thing that's bothered me, have you guys noticed that Twitter has changed the retweet where it's all quotes now?
Yep.
That bugs me. I wonder if that's like election related, because people are just like amplifying shit too much. You know what I mean?
Of course. It's like the whole Hunter Biden thing. You know what I mean? But we all knew this was coming. We all knew that this was coming, and all of the social media censorship that all the stuff that Google and Facebook and Twitter designed for China, that's all coming here now.
Yep. They already implemented it here in Canada.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. That's
they said it a while back, like it's to prevent
fake news,
Russian interaction and stuff like that. And, yeah, it was during our elections, right? Which it just happened. A whole bunch of people never get their voting cards, including I. But hey,
right? Well, that's fucked up. But as we all know, it was the Buff Bernie meme that like totally fucking threw the election in Trump's favor last time. The Buff Bernie meme. It's like, yeah, that's like people are like, you know what? I was gonna vote for Hillary, but yeah. Whatever, man. Whatever. It's all about controlling the discourse. If they can control it drives them crazy that there's people out there like for instance the fact that they went out after PewDiePie so hard, right? Because I was annoyed. That's like great. Now like I got I even know who PewDiePie is, kind of like makes me annoyed. But it's like the fact that they went after him first. It's like, oh my God, this guy has like 8 million followers and nobody controls him. Nobody owns him, right? Because if somebody on a network says something that the ruling class doesn't like, boom, they're gone. But not somebody like PewDiePie. And then of course he's bringing in all that ad revenue, and and then
his whole shtick is saying stuff that is like shocking, and that was it. I mean, it was total like hardcore trolling and extremists. You know what I mean? So I'm not up
well,
like he would like game, and then he would just like say just all kinds of just crazy shit. You know what I mean? It wouldn't just be like about the game. It would just, and it wasn't like politics or stuff like that. It was just like what would offend large groups of people. You know what I mean? That young kids thought was funny. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. See, I always thought he was just a male model. That it was just like tweens just thought he was cute, and that was the whole thing.
No, it was he was. I mean, that's obviously a factor on YouTube. You know what I mean? But it's kind of creepy. It like YouTube doesn't like it discussed very much, so we're just gonna like briefly graze it. And that is that in the homosexual community, there's a lot of young gay men that use YouTube as a masturbatory tool. So
well,
that's why now you can't even have comments if somebody has a kid on the channel. Once in a while that happened, and some people got their channel took down.
God.
Yeah,
because they would chat with them, and yeah.
Speaking of kids, Simon, did you get the Six Gun trade paperback?
Not yet. No.
Okay, it's on its way. Let your daughter know. It's because I know she.
Dude, she ripped it out of my freaking hand when I showed her. Oh. Dude, she came back 15 minutes later, and she's like, "I really liked it." I'm like, "Well, I'm getting the trade. It's on its way."
Hell yeah. And yeah, that made me really happy. That made me really happy when I heard that. That definitely made my day.
because I always go like, look what I got, right? She
Right,
liked
right.
she liked the Enya thing, Enya or something like that I got. She thought it was cool, but dude,
Uh-huh.
like I'm saying, like, yours, Vinny, she went like, ooh, she grabbed it and she started reading and she left with it. You, she's really like just like yoink out in my hands. I'm like, well, okay.
Well, also remember that since she's your daughter, your stuff isn't going to be as special because it's just, it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Vinny, like, yeah, but she still likes my stuff.
I would hope so. I would hope so because your stuff is freaking awesome, and this
Don't
Mothman is looking killer.
don't open the wounds. I'm just joking.
I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I just love to see her freaking eyes open when I show her like the comics that I'm getting from CG and stuff like that, and she's like, "Oh, sweet."
I
And
have to.
she's not always reacting to the one I thought that she would. Get it?
Yeah. That's which is cool. You know what I mean? You know that she's got her own taste.
Like she was curious about that fairy tale book that thing was bringing because she has the first one. Like I backed the first Kickstarter when it was Humberto Ramos on the project.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and she
awesome.
still has it. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And my God, man, I know that like whenever I've been at conventions and I see kids there, that always like I don't know, like warm my heart. And if there was like any little kids that came by my table, oh God, this sounds virtue signally, but I'd be like like a little, there'd be like this kid, I'd be like, oh hey, that kids get free comics, right? And he'd be like, yeah. Well, here you go.
There's a kid that came to me and asked me for a sketch, right?
Yeah.
Because I sometimes I would do like little quiz sketch for kids, right?
Yeah.
And so he comes to me and goes, he asked me for a character, and I'm like, a character that a kid would not usually ask for.
Okay.
So I'm like, are you sure that's for you? Goes, yeah. He looks at his dad, like, aren't you sure? Don't you think he would prefer me drawing you like a Pikachu or something? He looks at his dad. Yeah, that's my dad. I wanted it. Me, I want Pikachu. So I did the Pikachu.
Oh, that's great. That's
so
great.
I gave it to the kid. Then there's one of my friends that's like, dude, I'm disappointed. It goes, why? Because you usually because he was making fun of the fact that the people used to say that I only draw a big muscly guy, right? And I drew a perfect little Pikachu. And they're like, dude, that's not you. Usually everything has muscles and guns. So like it took like 5 minutes. I drew a sketch of Pikachu like built like Arnold Schwarzenegger, right, with guns and a freaking bleeding knife, right, and a freaking rabbit's head on the ground, and it was Pika Pika motherfucker.
Oh, you
and
know
that
what?
one sold for 50.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm so after like even yesterday at the con, I was like I'm so jealous that I'm not an illustrator. You know what I mean? And I'm in this industry because dude, this dude was like he was selling prints of his artwork. Okay, these are not original art pieces. These are prints. He was selling them for like $25-$30, something like that. And they were just like these, like mashup ideas. You know what I mean? So, like Deadpool combined with, Jack Skellington and, just stuff like that. Just all these little mashup ideas. And you know what I mean? It's like I mean, that kind of stuff could just like squeeze out like crazy if I actually had any kind of skill as an illustrator. You know what I mean? Because it's just.
You got to admit, man, like that's one thing that we writers, we got to keep it real. Why do we write comics?
But you have to understand one thing.
Draw them.
One, right? As usually artists or illustrators won't do that because you're not allowed to draw other IPs and duplicate them. You're not allowed to market or do prints like that, technically. And usually people would like to.
That's a big seller in
But that's the thing, and that's the thing. That's what we keep saying. It's like it's for once, right? Before people used to only want artists to draw those goddamn characters, even if it was illegal, and print them. But now they're getting more interested in our characters. You sold books of Captain Love. That's what you should aim for.
Absolutely.
Not freaking try and make $25 off selling a print of a Batman mixed with Superman. No. Sell a $25 print of Captain Love.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was selling prints of the Six Gun covers that were like limited edition and at conventions, and those flew off the table. Ooh, man, the Golem comes with a lot of stuff.
Pops is like, Sim, check your PMs. Then, yeah, I sent you a message to Twitter. I answered you.
What up, Pops?
Hey, Pops.
Let me check if he didn't. No. So yeah, I did answer you on Twitter. I'm not on Facebook much.
Yeah, Facebook is pretty useless.
Sim, I see like 20 posts a day from you on Facebook. What the fuck are you talking about?
I go in, post, leave. That's pretty much.
Yeah. I don't use it nearly as much.
To me, Facebook is not good. It's not good unless I interact directly with people, right, or in groups. Because, dude, since I fucking got banned 3 times, I have over 1,500 or 600 friends, and only 150 of them are still seeing my shit that are following. I got banned, shadow banned on Facebook so many times that I'm almost not there. Unless I use groups.
Same here.
If your friends on Facebook like regularly like check your stuff out and like
they don't,
stuff,
they still don't see
come
it.
back. Yeah, if they don't know it's there, they're not gonna.
Dude, even one of my closest friend I interact regularly, right, would still not see my shit.
Yep. Yeah, same here. That's why
when I did the Cyberfrog piece and I started like going celebrating the first campaign of Ethan and Skyver, dude, I got shadow banned twice. Okay, then after that there was the Peterson thing, because I was part of that Red Pill movie trying to get the Red Pill into Canada.
Right.
Banned. Then Peterson with this book, banned. I got.
Yeah,
dude, I could not even comment on my groups on Facebook, so I went fuck off. I'm done.
Yeah. That's pretty much how I am with Facebook these days. And shadow banning to me is like the shiftiest, scummiest thing of all. If they just banned you, it wouldn't be as bad. You know, it's the fact that it's like people aren't seeing your shit and like you don't know it. And people are like with YouTube, a lot of YouTubers, people getting unsubscribed, magically unsubscribed.
Is that Bronson saying that he wants to see me draw more Wolverines? Well, you know what? Give me a sec.
Oh shit!
Right back.
Now is Simon going to grab a picture of Wolverine, or is he just going to really quickly draw one? Because it wouldn't surprise me.
It could be either one. He could be drawing it right now, and he's as if he's like pretending he's taking a piss or something, and he's like, "Oh yeah, here's the picture of Wolverine."
All right, there he is, the Golem. That's the full figure right there with the background and everything. With the big.
Wait, hold that because we got Sim showing us something.
Oh yeah, well I mean I was just trying to eat up time. Oh nice.
See, he just now drew that, right? You just now drew that, didn't you, Sim?
Damn, you're fast. God damn. How quick he is, man. That was like what? Like less than a minute.
Fuck, I'm muted. No. That's one of my backers. That's one of my backers that won this. Like it was a giveaway, so one of my backers is gonna be getting this.
Nice.
So it's not a finished drawing, but yeah.
Well,
you can see the Wolverine.
I think the coolest thing that people offer in their campaigns is original pieces of art.
Oh, dude, I got 5 concept art. You know, the cockpit scene, the original pencil is gonna be going to one of my backers.
Nice.
And hold on, let me show you something else. Give me a sec. I need to go get it. Give me a sec.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just. Let's see. There's a big spike that goes atop the doorway here, and there we go. There's the completed effect, and also you'll see a little detail on the floor. There's a little rose.
Sweet.
And that's from the little girl that stops the golem. And ooh, yeah, baby.
That was done in 2015. Yeah.
Oh man, that's great. So one of your backers is getting that.
Yep. And tonight, to celebrate the closing of my funding, right, and the launch of my friend's campaign for Mothman, I'm doing a big giveaway on the channel. So guys, if you want, don't miss it. All right.
Post the link.
Whose channel is it on tonight? Whose channel is it going to be on?
This is what I'm giving away. This is a piece of my private collection.
Ooh.
I bought it a long time ago. I've had it for more than 10 years, right?
Who's that by?
So it's Justice League Task Force number 4, page 2. It's written by Chuck Dixon, penciled by Gabrielle Morissette, inked by Dick Giordano.
Nice.
And you have the entire credit taped in there.
Oh,
It's signed 1996. So you have Dick Giordano. All the bubbles are glued there.
Oh, that's so cool. That's one of the things that I love about seeing like old original comic book art. You see how it's pre Photoshop, man. They literally were just cutting and pasting and gluing and shit.
Yeah. No, it's actually kind of cool. I remember like pre-Photoshop, pre computers when we were doing like mailers and stuff. For my church, we would have to use the actual copy machine. We'd start with a book that had clip art in it, and we would photocopy the clip art, and then we would cut it out of the photocopy, and then we would start pasting the stuff together for the for all taped and glue and stuff, and then we'd photocopy it again. You know what I mean? And yeah, it was insane.
Old school, man. Old school. Right.
And then like everything would be taken photos on like slides and everything. So everything would be filmed because it wasn't digital cameras, So.
Oh yeah. There we go. There's the finished version. And there's also a Torah that fits into his hand. Since, of course, the golem is a Jewish monster.
Yep. A cool Jewish monster. That you write the name of the victim on a little scroll that you put in his mouth, and that thing would hunt it down relentlessly till it would kill it.
Absolutely.
Then turn back into clay.
Yeah, except, of course, this is one that, in the Golem, for those of you who haven't seen the movie, basically a rabbi creates him to protect them from pogroms, but then he goes nuts and starts basically turns on his masters. And was a major inspiration on James Whale's Frankenstein. Ooh, is that a different character, or is that
that's a character? That's a character in the that was in the Tales from the Adverse, technically.
Oh, nice.
Remember that code that gets cut?
Yes.
What channel is what channel is the show on tonight?
It's on Zaid Comics. These are other concept art that my backers would randomly get. The original pencil for that cover I did for Zidara 9 in 2015. The first concept art of that same character you saw before.
Beautiful.
A little quick sketch I did. I think that one's 2014. No, 16.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was a quick, rough sketch of Loani and Nat. I was working out their new design for the costumes. And I'm going to be giving this away. 2014. The Wolf Dragon.
Oh, hell yeah. And is that a book that you're going to be...
Bring it back?
Yep. Hell yeah.
That's the next big IP after Nat.
Nice. I know. Isn't it great? We're creating IPs and shit. And, oh, man.
This was my first comic I did in 2009.
That's so cool. Yeah,
that's the one that Michael Turner got me aligned to do.
Oh, wow.
All right, so everybody, I just posted a link in the chat to the Zaid's Comics, not just the channel, but the video, the Hardline tonight. So
if you want a chance to win that original page from Justice League Task Force, be watching.
Most definitely.
Ace is going to be there with his magic red cup.
Yeah, you definitely And folks, do not snooze on Tales from the Nadverse because you're gonna want all that extra shit. And when Simon starts fulfilling, and other people are getting all that fly bonus shit, and you're not, you're gonna want to kick yourself.
And especially, there's still some spots from the first 100 physical book backer to get a free sketch card. So you technically get the book for free. You get a $25 sketch card.
That's so cool.
Okay, no, they might be worth more than $25. That's what I say.
Priceless, Simon. It's from you. It's your work, so it's priceless.
Yeah, you're gonna get a nice little pencil and ink sketch card. Which one is that one again? Dorian Gray? No, Dorian Gray's
Pepper
Gray.
Potts.
Pepper Potts, yeah.
Pepper Potts. Aw, look at extra cute.
Witness my magnificence.
Yeah, I know. She totally looks like she's posing.
I know, the light right behind her head and everything.
Yeah, like a glowing nimbus, like a halo.
Oh, by the way, people, another thing I'd like to bring up that I haven't mentioned here yet. Please go take a look to something called Ink Slayer on Twitter and YouTube. That's my new studio with Scotsman and Inkspot.
Ooh.
That we're starting something where I'll be penciling, Scotsman will be inking, and Inkspot will be coloring. And me and you, Brian, we need to talk, because one of them I think is going to be doing it's that cowboy thing we've been talking about.
Oh yeah.
That 20-pager.
Yes. That you sent me. Oh, dude, yeah. Hit me up.
Because right now, one of the things that we're thinking of doing is each issue is going to be a heavy metal magazine size, right? 60-pager or plus, with one story, one by me, which would one would be with you too, because me, I'm going to alternate short stories.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own IP, and we're all going to be pencil, ink, and color changing style in between.
Oh, that's so cool.
And if it works out, we're going to start adding people. Get it?
Yeah, man.
But we need to start it small and start building. Maybe eventually we'll have something else in it, like some love or, something else. We don't know.
Yep.
That
sounds fantastic, man.
We need to start. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Definitely down for that.
So go there, and we're also bringing Runes of Ragnon back.
Oh, hell yeah. What's that URL again?
Runes of Ragnon. It's called Ink Slayer. You'll find it under Ink Slayers on Twitter and on Facebook and YouTube.
Gotcha. Ink Slayers.
Yep. And I don't know if you did. Let me show you a little something. I'm still sharing. No. Yes. Boom. You send me another little update.
Let's see. Okay, now I am following.
Check this out.
Let's see. Oh, Pepper Potts. Nice. Is that by who?
Uh-huh. That's my pencils with Inkspot.
No.
He's painting over it, and he's doing the
digital
Frazetta style.
Yeah. I think I saw an earlier version of this, man.
They're gonna have a cover like that for every issue of Tales from the Nadverse and Not the Merc, and that's gonna be the covers you're gonna be getting on that new magazine, Ink Slayer. So this is what started all of it. Technically, we just started mix and matching, and we're talking, and Scott is like, I may be doing a lot of color, and I'm known for colors, but that my rep, and he used to be an inker for DC, Marvel, and Image. That's what he used to do. And he's like, I prefer that, and I'm faster at it. Well, me, I prefer doing pencils.
Right.
Well, ink is like, well, do I need to say it? Nah.
Oh man, look her belly and everything, just the detail.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's like some Richard Corbin shit.
He's going all out on it. Look at that. Yeah, it's this. And I saw their faces. He's keeping all my details, but putting even further.
That's what it's about.
That little flip in the lip there.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the thing, man. That it's turning out good when the penciler is happy with the inks and the colors, because that's what it's all about. It's and the same thing with the relationship between the writer and the artist. It's about making each other look good.
Mm-hmm. And dude, we wanted to try this. Come on, everybody's trying to streamline their production, right?
Mm-hmm.
And come on, I can pencil a page pretty goddamn quick. So can Scottman ink them. So imagine if we can have a full page pretty much all produced, and everybody can do their job in one day or two. And you're
Oh
like,
my
dude,
God.
that book, that magazine could be done pretty goddamn quick if we set it up. And Scotsman, he's like anal on fucking like planning and fucking, dude, you should see how he plans his goddamn comic. It's not fucking funny. He has an entire fucking board with it, page by page, where he is, how many fucking percentage. He's more anal than Drew. Fuck.
Damn.
You
That's
think
hard.
anal can be? He's anal with his calculation with. And I'm meaning anal with analytic. Okay, people.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
He
It's a
means
very
he
useful
means
thing.
he means detail oriented.
Yeah,
Yes.
meaning like very,
Yes.
everything's planned to the cue with little notes and this and little color and this and that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like weaponized OCD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's
well,
the thing
see-
is, dude, you find people that they have their own strain, they all ticks or like you're saying, like we're on special abilities.
Yeah.
But you mix and
Absolutely.
match.
Absolutely. It's the same way. It's like I'm ADD as fuck, but sometimes that comes in handy.
Yeah, dude, it's like us, 3 different types of people, and we just kind of like hit it up and we mix and match pretty goddamn
Yeah,
well. Okay.
It's cool that you guys are able to all work together as artists. I mean that obviously is being the fact that you're all artists and able to spread the work out, you're able to produce stuff at a basically for zero upfront money. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So that
Mhm.
I'm very jealous of that. I would like to have an illustrator that wanted to work on what they get on the backside. That would save me a fortune and I could move a lot faster. So
Because if you're talking about like being able to like belt out a page a day, like just roughly speaking,
Yep.
even if it were like every other day, shit, that could easily reach the goal
Yep.
that of quarterly.
Mhm. Yep, you
Right?
got it. Yep. And me, it's just like I just go pencil what that's done, then go back to my other project, which
Oh,
is not the Merc, also an adverse and stuff like that. And one of the things I want to do is they're gonna have an ongoing book in there, and I'm thinking of doing my short stories in there to alternate, just to offer something different, right?
absolutely.
They're all good. Theirs are gonna be to be continued, not mine.
Right. And
So
because-
that's why I that story that me and you were working on. I
Yeah.
think that's gonna be good for that. There's a
well, you would like,
yeah,
if you look at, like-
Eric Carshenah had a really bad internet connection, and
Yeah.
she had the duck out, and we're gonna have her back on. We're all bummed
could
about
not
it.
even
she,
hear
she
us,
was
yeah.
she was bummed about it. It was just a horrible situation for her, and when she gets her internet situation dialed in, we're gonna have her back on. It's just
But she has a free access card for every goddamn show we do.
yeah, she's always welcome, and she knows
most
it. Yeah.
definitely. Most
And
definitely.
I send her links that most of the time can't make it. So just so you guys know, if you want to give her grief, like you don't see her in Horror Talk enough, go ahead, because I send her links. So
Oh, here's another look. Here's a sample of the lettering, of the new lettering for the roasting. Like this is the old color. This is I haven't touched up the other colors. This is what I did back then in 2015, right?
Right.
But all the lettering is new. So as you can see, it's nothing like you saw before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like the job my bro's doing, and we're really trying to make something different. Like really trying to merge the approach of lettering of the American comic, European, and manga. So we're using like very squarish bubbles, square like dialogue boxes. Sorry, because I have the French word in my hand, phylactery. Sorry.
Right. That's okay.
And then we go with the same like a rectangle, but we round them off,
Nice.
like all the edges.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
on the side, just a little like if it's squishy, right? Instead of just being a circle, it looks like a square but squishy. So that's what we're trying to do here. So he finished the rose one. He finished the first, not remember the name. Now he's gonna be finished working on the 2 next one this week, and then there's 1 left. So everything should be done by the 2nd week of November.
Bitchin'.
I'm just waiting on the colors from Beacon that he's been busting his ass on, and Scotsman. Well, you all know Scotsman is gonna be fucking great.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it is.
And
You got ringers.
Beacon has stepped up his
Beacon's
game.
awesome, too.
Yeah, dude, you saw his growth.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
And
just
to
can't
me,
wait to see his job on my on my stuff, dude. I just can't wait.
And that's one of the things that I really love about being part of this scene is seeing people improve, is seeing people getting better, is seeing them take their game to the next level. That's exciting, man. You know?
Yeah.
And this is the Inkslayer logo.
Bitchin'.
And this is the full one. And I like that's me, the logo.
Yeah.
And that's Scotsman design for another logo because we really like the stylus,
Bitchin'.
making a sword.
Yeah,
Then you
yeah.
have the brush and the quill.
Nice. Beautiful.
Very
man.
cool.
Beautiful. Yeah,
Thanks.
I'm following you now on the Twitter.
And one of the things we're gonna do on that YouTube channel, it's gonna be mainly the three of us working on our project and our friends that work with us on those projects.
Nice.
Because Beacon is working with us. There's we're gonna be bringing back the Rune of Run-On, so that means that's Rot 10 Glory's book. If you guys didn't know, did you guys know this? Rot 10, his real name is Ty. Now we discussed that on the 24-hour comic book, and Mister has published at Image a book called Runes of Ragnon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had an opening letter of Steve Niles. Is that it? The guy that writes horror movies?
Yep.
And comics? Yep.
30 Days a Night.
And it's a Viking story. Two immortal brothers, twin brothers. And I'm like, I bought the goddamn book because El Gargle kept bringing it up. So I found it on Amazon. And I bought a copy. Go get it because we're bringing it back. So as soon as I started reading it, dude, I sent a message to freaking Rot. I'm like, guy, that book's about fucking Vikings. And I love that shit. It's like Vikings meet Highlander. If you ever decide to bring that back, I want in. He goes,
Right?
fuck off. Technically, he's like, get out of here. Like, yep. It's the same thing with that freaking beacon thing. I'm sorry. You're going to tell me there's a fucking dwarf with a jetpack on his back with a rocket-powered fucking axe on your goddamn book. You're going to obviously get a fucking DM from me going, you need to make that story, and I need to draw it.
Yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh,
I'm like,
man.
screw those 7 Legion Angels. That should have been your first book.
Right?
Dude, that thing has a Viking mech armor.
Oh, wow.
See? Fuck! You should have opened with this.
No shit, man. But you see, that's the thing. Is you've got people that maybe have something that's really awesome, really magical, but they don't know it. And
I know.
That's
What's
why
happening?
you need to put it out there and bring it to a new audience. I am adding that to my cart right now.
It's happening.
Oh,
you're buying Runes of Run-On? Because that's one of the things we did yesterday. We did a giveaway for the 4 original issues, right?
Yep.
Because we are bringing it back. We're gonna do edits. So get the original because there's gonna be little tweaks in it, and then we're finishing it.
Nice.
And then there's probably gonna be a sequel.
Oh, awesome! Awesome!
And it's gonna be part of that what we're doing at Inkslayer. So it's gonna be penciled by me, inked by Scotsman, and depending if the original colorist decides to come back, which was J Photo. If he doesn't come back, it's gonna be Inkspot.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. Now, and is it Beacon that has a book about the dwarf with the rocket pack with the
dude, there's 7 legions. It's in 7 legions. That freaking dwarf kills Chris in there.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, dude, how come he's not more fucking like? He go, he will later. I go later.
No, now.
Now. So there's probably gonna be a Nashcan drawn by me on the next fucking campaign of 7 legions.
Hell
with a
yeah.
fucking dwarf with a jetpack and a rocket-powered axe riding a fucking Viking mech.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's gonna be like just fucking bloody gore magnificent.
Yeah, man. Boner time. Oh, wow. Yeah, Rules of Ragnar, number 1 cover by Ben Templesmith, who was the artist on Steve Niles' 30 Days of Night.
That's the floppy, if I'm not mistaken, or check if it's the trade.
Right. Oh, man.
Because their image cover is freaking awesome. Hold on. Do I have it here?
Yeah,
Not too
it's
far
really
away.
cool.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, it's kind of bitchin'.
Oh, by the way, I also got this by the mail yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
My black and white.
Yeah, it's really good. I really enjoyed that book.
And this is the Runes of Rhinon cover.
Nice.
With the blood spatter on it.
That's the one.
Look at that!
My
Look at that logo.
I know, it's badass.
And look at the back of it.
Yeah, I know Ty doesn't like to talk about that.
Because it didn't end properly. They got canceled. They weren't advertising. It's a. If you know some people that work at Image and had their book thing, a lot of them had a really bad experience, meaning there's not much support. They get the book out, everything goes well on the first, but then after that, it's kind of, if you don't have certain sales, you're fucked, and you're canceled. You don't know much, and then there were some little problems, so it was kind of left him with a bad aftertaste. So he ended up being in design a job for a while, and now he's coming back to comics.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody who worked at Image, have a good thing to say about them. Like it was only comic book owners that told me to go check out Image, and then I asked around, and everybody who I know that had worked at Image said, no, don't do that.
And I know that it's a thing with them. I think it's a case with a lot of indie publishers, although it's hard to call Image a indie.
They're not indie. They're creator owned. It's different.
Right.
And one thing I can tell you too, Brian, you're gonna like his writing.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I always try to encourage him, like, hey man, you gotta be in it to win it, man. Gotta be in it to win it.
Yep.
Yeah. But I do like the fact that he and Inky are taking their time with the thing that they're working on.
Oh, yeah, it's on stand. I think it's on standby because he had a little blockage on the story.
That's okay.
It's still in process, dude. But with the thing that I can't wait for you guys to find out, it's that little project that Inkspot has, because he showed us a few things of it.
Oh man, he's so talented.
Remember that my best way of saying it without ruining anything. Remember that comic book by Frank Miller and Simon Bisley called Bad Boy?
Yeah.
Imagine if that bad boy's parents were rock gods.
Oh, damn. That sounds cool.
And I'm not going to say anything else.
That sounds wicked cool. That sounds kind of bad.
So it's gonna be in his technically like cartoon style.
Oh, cool. That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds great. Oh, and Bronson, a Japanese horror movie called The Returns? No, I haven't. That I'm going to look it up on IMDb, see if it's one of the new ones or if it's one of the old ones. It's probably one of the
Returns.
The Returns.
So Hardline starts in 24 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, about 15. Yep.
Did you post the link?
I did. I'm just checking on things right now. I'll post it again before we can end, and we'll end with people with plenty of time to go over there and start hassling the chat. So
yeah, most definitely got to do that. The Returns. No, as a matter of fact, let's see. Returns.
I'm kind of jonesing to watch some horror tonight too. So
so Shane just sent me a message going, dude, sorry, I took a nap before the Hardline. Just saw it. I'm sorry. I would have been there.
Oh man,
he works the night shift too, so he needs to take naps to be able to be streaming with us. So.
Yeah,
he's streaming in the morning with me and Chris too. So come on.
I'm all discombobulated because I'm moving my schedule forward. So
now here comes Dorian Gray.
Let me check him out.
Oh, this guy, move over. I'm the boss now.
Pretty, yeah. Like no, me.
Me. They didn't make a picture of me.
Yeah. Aw. Pretty kitties. Oh man, I got no critters. I'm hard up, boys. I'm facing a long winter with no fuzz.
I got enough varmints for 3 people. So.
I know.
So maybe you can send him one, like put in a box with holes.
Cryogenically, well, man, when they master cryogenics.
New campaign by Drew. You miss your fuzz. It's getting cold. You can order a cat box.
A cat in a box. New stretch goal tier.
Cat in a box.
Oh man, must love the kids. Hey, oh man. I really miss having fuzz buddies.
I
The
mean, like
return.
I told you guys, I'm not a cat guy, but when sometimes I do miss my dog cat.
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm lucky. I've been lucky enough to have two dog and cat's bodies.
Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm able to, next thing I'm gonna do is when I get my living situation sorted out and everything. If once my life seems like it's like on an even keel, I'm going to the shelter and I'm gonna be like, okay, who's the mush? Like
Oh.
just like admit it, like just point them out right now. Let me know who the mush is.
Me, I'm gonna buy myself a new lizard soon.
A new lizard? You got?
Yeah, I miss my lizards. I used to always have like a water dragon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my first one was called Dexter, and I could leave the door of his vivarium. How do you call those? In French, it's vivarium.
Terrarium.
A terrarium, yeah. So I could leave the door unlocked, right? And he would push the door open, right? Come out, and I would draw, and he would come on my claw, just crawl all my back and get it on my shoulder and just stay there and give me a little kiss on my earlobe, just to let me
What?
know that he's there. And he would watch me
What?
draw, and sometime he would jump from my shoulder and go on my table and just go above my drawing board.
That's too cool.
But the best part is I had a pit bull, right? And him and the
Yeah.
pit bull would get along.
Oh,
Right?
that's so cool.
I could let them just walk around my house, right?
Yeah.
And one of the best thing is I would leave. I would come back from university because back then I was in university. I would come back, right? So I would put my keys in the door, open the door, and what I would find would be my pit bull sitting there with the wagging tail, right?
Yeah.
The tongue out.
Yeah.
And I would see my lizard next to him with the wagging tail and the mouth open. And the listen, it was freaking amazing.
So cool. That is so cool. Oh, dude. That is so cool.
Then when that one died of because of age and stuff like that,
Yeah.
yeah. So I bought a new baby, but the new baby, the kids left the door open during winter.
Aw.
So yeah, so I kind of took a break after
Yeah.
until
Well, I mean, that's
until the kids could be now they're old enough
yeah.
because you got a baby freaking lizard and they're not cheap, right?
Right.
And you get attached to them, and then you go to
course.
feed it, and it's in his water hard like a rock, and you're like, oh,
Oh.
fuck.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's brutal.
But one day, I'm thinking right now, instead of getting a water dragon this time, I think I'm gonna get one of those horn dragon.
Oh,
Beer
those are-
dragon?
I really like how they wave at you.
They wave?
Yeah, dude.
They go,
Well, yeah, when you feed them, they're the boss, right? They have a bit of attitude, right? So they'll try and charge at you, and you just have to like push them back with their head. Once they understand who's boss, right? So you'll walk in front of them, and they'll just stand up, their heads up, and just wave at you. Hi, hey, boss. What's up? Don't fuck. I'm good. You're the boss.
That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I mean, oh god, you're like I've never been keen on the idea of reptiles as pets, but you're selling me. You're selling me
I had
on that notion.
I've had an iguana and I've had a bunch of snakes.
Yeah.
The iguana, his name was Harley, and he was 5.5 feet long before from head to tail, from nose to tail, before he died.
Yeah.
He was like really a lot of. I mean, he was lovable. He liked to be pet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing about them is they poop as much as a small child, and it like they're really hard to train where to poop because they won't use a litter box, of course, and they don't if they're not in their tank, you know what I mean, and they need to go, they just go,
Right.
And so that tends to be a hindrance for living situations, because I mean, like they poop a lot, and it's not like solid pibbles like a cat or a dog. I mean, it's
Right.
yeah, because
Liquid shits.
well, usually because they eat a lot of lettuce and kale and carrots and what I mean, a lot of vegetables. And if you feed a lot of vegetables,
Check this out. The real name is it's bearded dragon and horned lizards. I mixed them up. So check this out.
Interesting.
We don't need to put audio. Screw this shit. We just need to see the image. Well, this is what they do. It's freaking amazing.
Whoa.
Yeah, bearded dragons are great. They love cricket.
So you'll just pass in front and he'll look at you like, "Hi, I'm smaller. You're the boss. What's up?"
Sup. That's so cool.
Or when he's hungry, "Hey, don't forget about me. Hey, what's up?"
You might even be able to like fit in like,
See?
be
Like,
like a little high five.
They always stiff their head up and like, "What's up?"
That's awesome.
Let me see if there's another one.
So cool.
Oh yeah, look at that one.
So
That one goes there and he starts waving. Hey, right? I like that one. That's what you do.
Oh man, that's cute as hell.
How can you not like that stuff?
I know. Oh, and we were talking about mentioned Steve Niles before. One of the things I love about his Twitter profile is that it's mostly about this giant tortoise that he has in his backyard named Gil.
And that's the one I had. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
That's why. Even him, he has it there. They love being there, dude. Those
just chilling.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Like it was. I'm telling you, it's my favorite pet ever that I've had, dude.
Really?
He's just sitting there, like
chilling.
Yeah. There, a lot of lizards are a bit of an aggressive nature, right, or territorial. Mm-hmm. That one, no, it's just cool. Like it's just, there's no aggressivity of it. He's not gonna try and bite you or attack you or.
He doesn't have anything to prove.
No, he's just mellow. It's just like
he's just self-confident.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And mine was like twice that size. Mine was an actual like adult, so it took my entire it would take his entire shoulder almost.
So this is the one that would would hang out on your shoulder and then hang out like above your
and kiss me on the earlobe. Yeah.
That's so cool.
I miss it so much. I'm gonna buy a new one soon.
That's cool.
See, it's my favorite pet.
That's so cool. Yeah, you're like I said, I'm not like a reptile guy, but you're selling me for sure. Like I was saying about fucking Steve Niles, like every Halloween or every October he'll have pictures of, he'll bring Gil like a pumpkin, and then he'll post pictures of like this giant tortoise just demolishing this pumpkin. Every now and then he'll post like a picture of like himself, something, or he also posts a lot of horror art because he collects a lot of horror art, especially a lot of rights and stuff. But it's so it's like every day it's like pictures of original rights and illustrations and Gil, his giant tortoise.
Oh, by the way, check this out before I leave, okay?
You got it.
I'm working on a little something for Ace.
Ooh. Very curious to see that. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, man. That is so you, Simon. That is so you. High tea as fuck.
Gonna buy the big gun in the back. You're gonna have the little shoulder cannon there.
Strapped.
Yeah, strap as fuck. I showed it to Ace. Ace is like, dude, it's like you went full cable on his ass. I'm like, dude, that's how I see him. I'm sorry. When you see the full armor. Yeah.
Don't apologize.
That's kind of like, let's put Iron Man to shame a little bit, dude. Come on. Like those Dark Star? Yeah, hold my drink.
Oh, God. Oh, man, I love your...
Oh,
we lost Brian.
I was actually clicking the remove on your screen to pull it from the stream, and you pulled it away, so I hit Brian instead.
Oh man, well, dude, I'm surprised you're as well behaved as you are, because I have a feeling of if I start streaming, I'm gonna be like Clint, Sweetcast, I'm gonna stream with him, and he was just like dropping and adding people and dropping and adding people, and he had this maniacal look on his face, like I have the power. That's what I would be like.
You're kicked.
Yep, you're kicked. Now you're back. Now you're kicked again. Now you're back again.
Well, on that note, everybody, I'm going to post the link to Hardline again here in the chat.
Thank you. Yeah, you want to try and win that page there, and we never know. There might be other giveaways.
Ooh.
And so that's on YouTube. The link, and it's the direct link to tonight's video. So just go ahead and click that link and go on over. We are going to end the show. Thank you, everybody. We hope you have a wonderful, amazing Halloween. Come back tomorrow. We have a full house. We're gonna have Florida Man with Chris is going to be here talking Florida Man. We're gonna have let's see who else we got going on tomorrow. We got I think Peter Semendi is going to be dropping in to talk about his alternative product.
I love that guy.
He might not be able to make it because of a delivery he may or may not be expecting, but if that doesn't get in the way, he'll be here. Cool. And then we also will have let's see here. Let me go through the list real quick. Hold on.
By the way, I also wanted to bring up something. Maybe we should check into having that guy that's doing that CG game, Real Potential. Harrison.
Oh yeah.
He sent me a message earlier saying that he's looking to do some streams. I'm like, well, I'll talk to Drew.
Yeah, we'll get him on. And then let's see here. We're having on other people too. Darkside is comics. The guy from he's in the Netherlands or something. You're right. Mm-hmm. He's got that great horror comic, that black and white one that he's working on.
Yeah, that's the guy with Gilbert thing. The guy from Grom.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That he's going to be on tomorrow. And one other person, which I can't remember right now. Let's see. Not that I'm not forgetting people. It's just that I don't have my list in front of me. So.
Sounds like a full house, though. I will definitely try to be there. I can't guarantee that my brain will be present, but my ass will be.
Yeah. That's good. You get your ass here.
If my meeting with my editor leaves me some energy at the end. No, I'll be there.
You might grace us. You might grace us with your presence. Maybe.
We're gonna have a full house. It's gonna be a fun night, and I just want everybody to make sure that you come back and hang out with us. And when we
same horror time, same horror day.
Well, yeah, next week for Horror Talk, but tomorrow Indie Comics interviews. And if you're on Facebook, you'd always find us on Facebook.com Indie Comics TV, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight on Horror Talk. And everybody have an amazing Halloween. Sorry that there's fucking COVID shutting down, but just go buy some candy and sit down at a fucking horror film and, turn all your lights off and
enjoy the season the way it's meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to reproduce. Yeah.